Hey, good morning, everybody out there in Wonderland. This is Bobby Sullivan here, and I wanted to get this video out really quick. I'm going to try to condense this thing to about 5 or 6 minutes, and so I need to get right into it. Fixing to head out for a nice little walk, and it's nice, brisk, sunny morning here in Southern Ontario. So I want to give a big shout out, just a couple announcements. Again, if you're in the London, Ontario area, Friday night, my wife is having a Norwex party at Mira and Martin D'Souza's house. If you're in London and you go to Impact Church, you know who that is. And it's going to be a blast. They're going to have a great time. The absolute best home cleaning product, bar none, on the planet. And you're going to really love these, and it's going to be a blessing. I can promise you, you're going to have a great, great time. Also, if you're in the London area, you don't want to forget Sunday morning Impact Church and on 220 North Adelaide. That's going to be a blast as well. A lot of really cool things happening at Impact Church. It is a place that you can call home, and you will feel extremely comfortable at Impact. So, want to get into a really short teaching here today. A lot of this is going to be on our blog today at IamBobbySullivan.com. You want to go there, check out everything that's there. www.IamBobbySullivan.com. So, Bishop Fulton Sheen said this. He said, civilization is always in danger when those who have never learned to obey are given the right to command. I want to talk today on this subject. I just wrote it down. To lead, you need to get the let out. To lead, you need to get the let out. Did you realize today that the toughest person to lead is always yourself? In other words, if I'm not capable of being led, I will never be called upon to lead. Some of the most influential leaders of the past, obviously, were maybe King David in Bible days, George Washington, Winston Churchill. All of these guys had struggled to lead themselves. I remember, waking up one day on a Sunday morning and telling Cheryl that I didn't want to go to work today. She said, you have to go to work. You're the pastor. I'm like, oh, that's right. Walt Kelly said in his Pogo cartoon strip one day, if I can remember it straight, he said, we have met the enemy and he is us. So why is it that at times we are our worst enemies? And the answer is because we don't see ourselves as we see others. We have a tendency to size up everybody in our organization except ourselves. I want you to write this down. I've got 2 minutes left, because I want to keep it to 5 minutes, so you can see the whole text at the blog at IamBobbySullivan.com, or I'll just fire it out on Facebook here. But here it is in the next couple minutes. Write this down. Success is a greater distraction than failure. Thinking about it. The only time that you become a failure is when you fall, you refuse to get up and try again. That's when you become a failure. Because for some of you, your get up and go got up and went. And for some of you, you need to, you're down in a pit and you're waiting for somebody to throw your rope. When you have to look around at all the vines and all the twigs and all the things, and some of you just might need to make a rope yourself, throw it up the hole and pull yourself out somehow. Some of your greatest strengths could be some of your greatest weaknesses. And some people keep saying, I can't, it won't, it'll never happen. I'm a product of the environment. My mom and dad were this, my mom and dad were that. It's like I said in my recent post a few weeks ago that, somebody asked, why did I get involved in network marketing? Why am I involved with such a people guy? Why am I always looking for multiple streams of income? And the answer was simple, that I didn't want my past to be a seed in my future. Because I grew up in an orphanage at Bethesda Home for Boys in Savannah, Georgia, and I always seemed to have odds against me. I remember I was trying to get into one of the military academies, and somebody said, that you'll never get in there. It's just not going to happen. And I don't know about you, but when people start telling me no, then that just tells me I can. And so my phone is ringing, and I can answer it later on. But the fact is this, that whenever people keep telling me no, then I know that I can keep on plugging on. And I get excited about that because when they said no, it just put a determination in me to keep going. And as a result of that, I made it into the United States Naval Academy, Merchant Marine Academy, and the Coast Guard Academy. And so I didn't go because I knew that I couldn't pronounce the courses, much less, take them. But let me end with this. The very first person we must examine is ourselves. The other issue is that we are harder on others than we are typically on ourselves. That we always tend to judge others by their action while we judge ourselves by our intentions. If we believe that our motives and our intentions were right, then we would let ourselves off the hook while at times we crucify our teams. Am I right? Am I wrong? How many of you are guilty of that? So the key to effective leadership is to get out of our own way. That if you follow these steps, I can promise you, you're going to be a better leader no matter what you do in life, your business, ministry, pastoring, or whatever. It's 6 minutes. This is Bobby Sullivan with Nuggets from the Noggin. I know you're going to be blessed by this. I'm going to post it on the blog, www.bobbysullivan.com. Go there and check it out. You'll see it on Facebook as well. This is Don't Steal Your Zeal. Good morning. God bless you, and goodbye.